up. Sam, so this is breaking news. So Aston Martin. So last year, let's just go back a little bit at Red Bull. I think it starts with the Christian Horner like allegations and everything, and then the death of Dietrich Mateschitz and the power struggle with the Thai side and the Austrian side. And there's a fight for the power at Red Bull, not just Red Bull Formula One, but also Red Bull, but Red Bull Formula One, which is like the jewel in the crown. And then Christian Horner becomes isolated, and Adrian Newey leaves. And this is when the car is going through a difficult period, or just as he leaves, it goes through a difficult period?
As he's leaving, so he leaves before this year's car was designed, doesn't he?
Yeah. Welcome, Marie. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let us know your thoughts as well, obviously, on the situation. Let us know in the chat. Yeah, so I think since he leaves, the Red Bull car really drops off compared to the McLaren. Obviously, this year it's come back a bit, but it's hard to tell because Max is just so good. But Adrian Newey he leaves. We don't know where he's going, right?
Yeah. So
I'm not sure it was simultaneous that he was going to Aston Martin, but very quickly
we found out
that he's going to Aston Martin, and joining as the chief aerodynamicist. Big signing fee.
Yeah, and then I mean, I don't know how much more you got to fill in apart from to bring us up to last week.
Keep filling.
Okay, so do you know anything between then and last week? Anything else to add?
I've heard there's like power struggles. Like he really wants to stamp and like say I need this. I don't want Lance Stroll, for example.
Yes. So that's the side of thing I heard as well. But then last week, all the massive rumours of who was going to take over as the team principal at Aston Martin.
Christian Horner. So Christian Horner settles his lawsuit or something, right? Doesn't get found guilty. Doesn't go that far, I think. There's lots of inquiries, investigations. Yeah. So he becomes almost like an not untainted, but you know what I mean. He's touchable.
Cleared.
Yeah, he's touchable. Hireable.
I was going to say touchable is a bit of a...
I hear rumours that he's going to be part of a consortium to buy Alpine because it looks like Renault, Nissan are in a big mess. Yeah. Flavio's back in.
But aren't they all owned by another consortium like Anthony Joshua?
So there's some celebrities, but again, like I heard he was in the mix to kind of to buy it. Alpine's obviously not doing that well. They're pulling out of making engines. I hear Cadillac are like making offers to Christian Horner as well. And then the Aston Martin thing, we speculated that how close is that link between Christian Horner and Adrian Newey? Yeah. Go back to like
because they did have that friendship link. And
20 years.
He did take Horner's side, out the Horner and Verstappen sides. He more sided with Horner than old Jos.
Yeah, that was a big power struggle. We thought Jos was trying to go for some position at Red Bull Racing. So Aston Martin signed him, 25 million. It feels a bit like when Ferrari signed Hamilton. It's like you paid so much, it has to work, and you have to give them the time to do what they want to do. It's interesting that perspective seems to have changed in Hamilton recently. I remember we were talking in a different studio about over a year ago. I was saying, is Hamilton risking his legacy by going to Ferrari?
And we said yes, and then we got called out.
We got called out, so no, the legacy will never get... But I think we can look a little bit more into the future. But you say now, it's like Hamilton... It's sad sometimes to see him the way he is. Welcome, Mike. We're going Mac 10. Is that because we're wide? It's like
chunky.
We're super wide. Anyway, so go to present day. It's been announced today, just a matter of hours ago, that Adrian Newey is now going to be team principal at Aston Martin. I find this absolutely insane. Like, Formula One is all about specialism, right? You have specialists in your job. The amount of team management and stuff you got to do as a team principal.
Yeah.
Even what you see in Drive to Survive about Christian Horner, he's got to deal with the pressures of Red Bull. He's got to manage stakeholders. He's got to justify things.
He's still got to run the team as well at the same time.
But he's got to be a political animal. You look at Toto Wolff. Toto Wolff is not, I don't think, doing much on the sporting side at all.
He's there.
He's sponsors.
He's there as a support role, I would say.
Lobbies the FIA, furthers Mercedes' interest. Yeah,
a face of them.
That's what Toto's doing. Zach Brown is doing nothing on the sporting side, right? He is sponsorship king, and to give him credit, because we all memed him, when the car had less sponsors on it, but now the car's just littered with sponsors, and it's a constructor's champion.
And I think it's probably got one of the best sponsors, the Google Chrome in the middle.
Yeah,
I love that sponsor. I think it's such a genius sponsor, the Google Chrome in the middle of the red.
Is that steering wheel 20k? We do actually have the Mercedes steering wheel. We'll bring it next time. This is a sim racing steering wheel.
Sim racing. It's not 20k.
But we will bring in the real wheel if you want to see it next time. So I don't understand why they've said, Adrian Newey, rather than spending 100% of your time doing your magic on the aerodynamics, we're going to make you responsible for meetings with the FIA. We're going to drag you into the pre-race briefings. Yeah. You're gonna go to stakeholder meetings.
We're going to flood you with information about race events which you don't need.
You have to go to
know.
sponsor thing. Yeah. He never looks like he's that interested in sponsor stuff. Anyway,
I mean,
he's always a bit off-brand.
Yeah, I mean, he's always in his genes.
Exactly. Yeah.
It all depends on what he's agreed with Aston ultimately. Like, has he negotiated a deal where he is just going to do X amount of things? So he's not going to do the Thursday night briefing. No, Thursday afternoon.
Could be the case.
Yeah. So has he negotiated some sort of deal where he doesn't have to do that?
Chat, we want your opinions as well. This is all about it's Formula Fan TV. So if you're a fan of Formula, just let us know whatever you think. There's no stupid opinions on this channel at all. But I don't see him as a character that I've never thought in Adrian Newey's career he should become a team principal. Like, I've never thought, that's the step he needs to make.
Yeah, I mean, it could be because he's always been in the shadows. You don't really get to. I say shadows. Obviously, he's got the limelight on him being Adrian Newey, but he's never public front of house, is he? So it's kind of like we're not expecting it. Yeah. So it could be interesting. He might be craving this whole. I've had my time in the back. I now want to be in the limelight.
But to me, I felt like, I remember Ferrari were really after him. And remember, he was saying, I would love. He said, I would love to work for Ferrari. So there was a time when actually we didn't know where he was going. I think he said, I'd love to work for Ferrari, but I won't be able to move my kids and stuff from Oxford to Italy. So to me, it felt like he was taking his foot off the gas. He'd had a real intense period at Red Bull. Maybe he actually didn't want to travel the world as much anymore and stuff like that. He wanted to settle down a little bit.
Now he's going to have to.
Now he's going to have to. So to me, it felt like he was taking his foot off the gas. So I don't know whether there's been some other situation at Aston Martin where there's been a massive vacuum,
could be
and they've said we're paying you so much money. No, but they're saying we're paying you so much, we need you to step up and take this role.
Maybe, and I mean, with the way Aston's been recently, you were saying about the whole Hamilton tarnishing his career. Is this going to tarnish Adrian with the way Aston have been performing last few years?
I think he either goes down as like a Colin Chapman, like
can he keep his legacy of aerodynamics away from team principal? So if he does really royally cock up on the team principal side of it, does that tarnish his whole F1 career?
How's he going to deal with like a crisis? Like, is he the character to be, or not a crisis? How many times have we seen camera crews chasing Andre Stella, Zach Brown, Toto Wolff, Christian Horner? How Teflon is Christian Horner?
I know, nothing sticks to him.
Yeah, he could be like a barrister, right? It's just nothing sticks to him. He's just deflecting bullets. Like, has Adrian Newey got that in his locker?
That's what I mean.
He seems like an earnest person. Like, he chats and
he does. He seems like he wants to talk. Yeah. But he doesn't want to be the centre of attention, is my opinion.
But here you're going to have to talk.
He's going to have to talk.
And be the centre of attention.
Exactly.
So
it's an insane, really left field type thing happened. Like, I can't imagine there's many people expecting that to at all happen.
Yeah, we really want your opinions on chat because we want to make sure we're getting all the different opinions. Let me actually share the stream in Discord. But yeah, let us know your opinions on it. Anyone think he's got it in lock? Here we go, Marie coming in. Maybe you want to read it out, Sam, and I'll post this.
Not much to add, really. If he wants to give it a go, then why not? He might be great, he might not. But let's wait and see. I mean, in my opinion, you've covered all the bases there. he played it safe and risky. I think personally, it's not going to be his cup of tea because I do listen to a lot of podcasts and I'm driving to a lot of tracks. I listen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Adrian Newey one, but I listen to a lot of Formula One.
Oh,
Beyond the Grid.
Yeah.
And they had Adrian Newey on about 4 months ago.
Okay.
Just after he signed for Aston Martin.
Okay.
And obviously he was talking about all his history and stuff like that, which is really cool to hear. But at no point do I remember him ever mentioning about wanting to become a team principal.
Yeah.
He was still very softly spoken. Obviously, I've never spoken to him in person.
Me neither.
So what I say is just impressions from what I hear. But he doesn't give me the opinion that he commands like a room.
So I think this we can probably talk about. We have friends that work in Formula One. We have friends, for example, that work at
Williams. 2 people work for Aston Martin.
Okay, so it'll be interesting. We've got friends that work at Red Bull, friends that work at Williams. Our friends that work at Williams, it sounds like James Vowles has come in as an absolute vocal leader, setting the tone, not afraid to say, this is not good enough. We're going to throw all that in the bin. I feel like Adrian Newey can do that. I feel like he can do it at Aston Martin. There's nothing I've seen that I think he can do it in a softly spoken way because he does command incredible respect. What I don't understand is the circus of Formula One, the hype we have now, the sensationalism, the drama, the stories that are kind of like hyped up, the controversy, the demand for news and kind of controversy, how he fits in that world. Because to me, he comes from the world before Drive to Survive and everything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm 100%. I agree with what you're saying there. I don't think he's a front of house type person.
Mm-hmm.
I generally think he wants to keep himself to himself and do his job.
Mm-hmm.
I think eventually, after a few months of cameras, microphones all being shoved in his face, he's like, oh, maybe this was a mistake.
But then, so you look, they had Mike Crack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Mike Crack, how much did we really see of him in the media?
Very little.
But I don't think that means that he wasn't at loads of media engagement. It just means that he hasn't bumped across the surface. Maybe Aston Martin feel like having Adrian Newey there, they're going to get a lot more TV time and stuff like that.
Well, I imagine he's going to be a lot of TV at the moment, at the weekend at Qatar, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to be...
He has to be there. He can't say that...
So when does he take over?
2026.
2026, so it isn't immediate.
But you'd think he has to
He'll be shadowing.
Yeah, shadowing and
Shadowing as well.
I mean, it does kind of make sense having a team principal who his role, I think, lends itself. If you think about football, your captain can be goalkeeper, defender, whatever. Sometimes I say it's better to be a goalkeeper captain because you're seeing the whole game like that. So the way his job works is not, he shouldn't need him to be doing stuff at the weekend, so he can almost concentrate fully on team principal stuff. Where there's someone who's more on the sporting side, their weekend. Do you understand? It's like, his work is almost done over in advance, longer period of time.
Yeah. So he's not immediate there and then. He's bold. Thank you. Out of nowhere, complete bold.
Who's bold? Need to be clearer. This isn't the first time this has happened.
Yeah, people just dropping in and saying bold and then just leaving.
Said hi. If you let us know also what you think about Adrian Newey, he's kind of I think he's.
Oh, unless you're saying that Adrian Newey's bald.
Oh yeah.
I thought I took that as a personal insult there.
Yeah.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that wasn't aimed at me.
Sam, let's read some stats here. Okay, so Newey to become Aston Martin team principal in 2026. It's part of a major restructure that sees Andy Carroll removed from current position as team principal and CEO just 13 months after joining. Because I'm sure, Andy Carroll coming, was he with Aston Cars before? I can't remember. Where was Andy Carroll?
He came from WEC, I thought.
What was Andy Carroll doing before? He was at BMW Motorsport, was at Cosworth, was at Mercedes.
Oh, so was that Powertrains?
Oh, yeah, it was Powertrains too.
AMG, yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty embarrassing for him. So Adrian Newey's on 30 million a year, which is insane. Andy Carroll goes to Chief Strategy Officer with a focus on Honda. So it could be the case that because Aston Martin are now factory team of Honda.
Yeah.
By the way, what are Aston Martin doing they're on Mercedes at the moment, right? Is it a bit weird Aston's there, but they're using Honda? Or is that fine for Aston? Because Aston...
I think it's fine because obviously a lot of teams with this whole new thing are going to be doing that. Same as Sauber going to Audi.
Yeah.
And obviously Red Bull are going to Ford.
But do we think there's a difference with a car manufacturer like Aston is now a customer of Honda? That's the way it works. And the cars
you know
also...
what I find more weird? Renault are a customer of Mercedes.
With Alpine going to Mercedes.
Okay,
yeah,
Alpine, not Renault. So
yeah, no, you're right.
I find that more weird
than
Aston Martin and Honda.
So there's some info's come in, BBC, saying Cowell has been moved from his current leadership following disagreements between the two over running of the team and design of 2026 car. So that sounds like almost like a coup, I would say.
Yeah, so he's had the argument with Newey.
The move has come about through realization that Newey's expertise and long experience make him the de facto authority in the team. See, that sounds quite sinister in a way. I've seen a lot of reactions today saying, "Oh, this means Christian Horner's not coming back to Aston Martin." I see it completely different.
You reckon he's going to team up?
I think Adrian Newey is the de facto authority. He's now taken the CEO position.
But yeah,
he can bring in Christian.
And then Christian can be team leader.
Exactly. I think this is a launch pad for Christian.
You've called it here. Christian is going to replace Adrian next week.
Yeah. Lawrence Stroll saying Newey's new position will enable him to make full use of his creative and technical expertise. I disagree. To me, it sounds a little bit like, if Anya on the chat saying, if Horner does come back, where would he be placed in the team? You could do. I mean, what's Flavio doing at? What's Flavio doing at Alpine? He's in some mad position, right? It doesn't make any sense.
I suspect he goes to events, has lots of vino.
Yeah.
And kind of says inappropriate things every now and again.
That's what we hear anyway. So yeah, if Horner does come back, where do you place in the team? Yeah,
I can't see him anywhere else apart from like a team principal. I just can't picture him doing anything apart from that.
Yeah.
And then, like we just said, it's a case of Adrian's now in charge, and he's going to set Christian as team principal.
But let us know also, where do you agree or disagree that this could open up for Christian Horner? Let us know. Mad Cyril saying Newey's not a media savvy person. I agree, and we're entitled to give an opinion on that because we've been watching through the media.
Yeah.
Marie saying, I mean, Hamilton was promising big things, but it hasn't worked out. As long as he goes in with a positive attitude, he treats the team well and does his job, I don't have many problems. I agree in an ideal world. I think it's a massive question about how this has arisen, and whether Adrian Newey has essentially kind of assumed control, or whether it could be more that Andy Cowell said, I can't be CEO with Adrian Newey in the team.
Yeah,
because he's not
butting
listening
heads.
to me. Yeah, exactly.
They're butting heads too much.
So yeah, let us know in the chat how you think this has come about. Do you think it's Andy Cowell saying I can't work with Adrian Newey? Do you think Adrian Newey's done a bit of a power play? I mean, it is a massive promotion, isn't it? It's a massive power play.
If I'm honest, I don't really know what his full title was before.
I think,
was it just Aero?
I think it was.
Did he have some other full on title?
I think it was Chief Aero Officer or something like that.
Chief Technical Officer. I don't know what his full title is, but yeah, that's obviously going.
Do you think he's always felt he's been the dude? He's won championships and he's never got the recognition. Do you think that's partly why he left
because
Red Bull?
He's not face of. He's not front of house, like I said. Yeah,
and he's actually been the most prominent, visible aerodynamicist, right? Mm-hmm. He's been at the circuits a lot, standing on the grid.
Yeah.
Arguably, you don't need to be there because you get your high quality photos, but we understand he operates in an old school way. So maybe he is extremely ambitious, and actually he has engineered this.
It'd be interesting to know if this does mean he stopped working on the aero of the Aston.
Well, that Lawrence Stroll said it's going to give him more time, but
I can't see how that's going to.
I wouldn't be surprised, given that because they've had Mike Crack, Otmar was at Aston Martin crazily, team principal, yeah, for a year.
Was that right at the very start as he swapped over?
I think so, yeah. They've had Cowell
when they were the pink Mercedes.
Yeah, they got Cowell, and now they've got Adrian Newey. Yeah. Like maybe Mike Cowell hasn't had. Maybe it's difficult working with Lawrence Stroll. Maybe you got to be a favourite of Lawrence Stroll. Like clearly his son is a favourite.
I was going to say maybe Mike Carroll said something about Lance. Got back to Lawrence. It's like no.
It could be that, and that would be ironic because this is the thing we've heard when Adrian Newey came in. We heard there was almost like an ultimatum, like it's not going to work for him, and if Lance Stroll's in the car.
Yeah, I still think
now he's got more power.
I think Lance still isn't going to be. I still stand by. I don't think Lance will be in the car next year. Swerve.
Yuki, who are you thinking?
I think Yuki will go to it, and Lance will go to the Valkyrie project. That is my. I stand by that. I said at the start of the year. I'll say it now.
It's always been a great out having the Valkyrie.
Yeah, it's a perfect way. Yeah, I've done Formula One. I know.
But Aston Martin don't. It's not a factory team. It's Heart of Racing. Do the Valkyrie? That's Gabe Newell's. Yeah,
but still,
you pay. You give them a discount.
It's paid to play, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always some of the team managers got a brand new road legal Valkyrie.
So Adrian Newey's had his Valkyrie for a long time, hasn't he? Adrian Newey designed, instrumental in designing the Valkyrie, if I remember. When Red Bull was sponsored by Aston.
This is when it gets all confusing because Red Bull had their own version of an unlimited car.
That he definitely did with like
which he definitely did, yeah. But then
I think when he was at Red Bull, he was designing yachts.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was doing stuff with Aston. I'm pretty sure he did the Valkyrie and was like, there's some stuff here that's Formula One technology, but we're not limited. Mm-hmm. That's when Aston were sponsors of Red Bull. And then he goes and works for Aston. So he's obviously built up a relationship with Aston, which is quite interesting. Mm-hmm. And Aston's budget comes from Lawrence Stroll. Like when he's bankrolling it, he'll pay anything. He's got the best.
Although I do keep seeing that Stroll's trying to sell.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, completely off topic. When I went to Kartmania at the weekend, drove past the new Aston Martin factory. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
By Silverstone.
Massive, yeah. Literally inside the Silverstone areas. It's humongous.
Yeah. It's
way bigger than you could ever imagine. You know when you like driving up the M1 and you see the big old Amazon warehouses? Yeah. It's like a really pretty one of them. Mm-hmm. And also their fitness track is shaped like Silverstone. So if you want to go for a run, you run around
the
Silverstone track. Yeah.
That's quite nice. Mad Cyril in the chat saying it's a confusing move because team principal is not what he does. He needs multiple team leadership ability and driver management also. Race strategizing. We haven't even gotten to race strategy. It's a great point. Newey's a core tech nerd, not a team manager. I mean, are we going to see Adrian Newey on the team wall?
I think he was always on the wall anyway for Red Bull.
He was always on the wall, but I was saying, are we going to see him on the wall barking orders?
No, I can't see it. And same with like the strategy. They have too many people. He won't. I mean, how often do you ever see Vassal ever doing the strategy? You don't. Or you don't ever see potentially any of them. They never do strategy. They have such a big team sat in the factory.
So if we say Toto Wolff is more on the business side, let's say, if we say that Zach Brown is more on the sponsorship side, and if we say Christian Horner was actually really more of a politician because he was always trying to justify send stuff home but to Red Bull, is there any issue with having another type of person who's an aerodynamicist? But it seems to me what we're worried about, maybe intrinsically, is the opportunity cost of him not spending all his time on the car because that car is not in a good place.
Yeah.
So it feels like he needs to spend as much time as possible on it. Whereas it feels like your sponsorship dude can spend less time doing sponsorship.
Yeah.
And sit on the pit wall. It's less of you're losing less.
I mean, yeah. Does he? I presume the 2026 cars are pretty much all designed anyway. They've got their basics done.
They're going to have to upgrade at pace for sure. Cyril's saying he designed boats for round the world racing. I think he did the Ben Ainsley America's Cup. So for me, it felt like he was checking out.
Yeah, I feel they're a lot like. Oh, obviously that was with Red Bull, and it's the same they are with Max. They want to keep their best people, let them venture out into other things. Like Max, obviously doing the North Cipher.
Yeah.
Adrian doing the boat.
That's kind of a bit of the Red Bull way, I think.
Yeah, but they want to keep. If I want to keep you and
keep you happy,
I'm going to let you say, "Oh, Sam, thinking of leaving, but I really do like boats." I'm like, "Well, I'll tell you what, you stay. I'll give you a bit of time."
Yeah. Ferrari won't let you do that.
No.
Yeah. So I think Cyril agrees as well. What I was saying is that it felt like he was doing more stuff stepping away. Mm-hmm. This is the ultimate hot seat. Like, this is the most important job for a team, apart from the two drivers, I would say.
Yeah.
It's with the most scrutiny. You're scrutinised like a driver.
So Aya says, if Horner does come back to Aston Martin, where would he place in the team, though? For me personally, I think he will go and take up his role from Red Bull. I can't see him doing anything else. Generally cannot see him doing anything else apart from being team principal.
In the way at Red Bull?
No, at Aston.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he's going to come back to Red Bull.
No, sorry. He's going to go...
I would say, in a way, it's the most obvious answer. He goes back.
It'd be cool if it... No, he won't. Mickey's doing too good of a job. But I can't see...
Are they? Tsunoda's nowhere. I mean, but...
Yeah, but neither was anyone for the last 3 seasons. That's just a whole completely different story, that car.
Yeah.
If Horner goes to Aston, I can't see him being anything apart from a team leader.
Okay, let's do a hypothetical question. Aston are doing some crazy stuff, throwing mad money. Right? What if they bring Horner back and they sign Max Verstappen? Do you think what does that? And so you got a team of Verstappen and Alonso, and maybe Alonso's really in like
with the Honda engine.
With the Honda engine that actually, Red Bull. Who won with Honda? Honda engine came good last cycle, didn't it? At some point.
Yeah, when Honda's first championship was Max's first.
Yeah. So with McLaren, it was nowhere, but it came good with Red Bull. So let's say you got Fernando in a bit of like a slightly mentoring like capacity. Like, you know, his last couple of years, he's going to teach everything he knows to Max. He's going to like, you know, just round out those final bits of Max.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the championship winning team? Or is there so much more in terms of personnel?
So much more. I mean, you know, from all forms of motorsport, it's not just having a fast car. Mm-hmm. You also need to be able to keep up with development. You need good pit stops. You need good strategy. You can't just have a fast car. I mean, look at McLaren. They've got a fast car. Yes, they're winning races, but they should have won every race.
They should be wrapped up.
And they should have won every race. There should be no question about it right now. And now, obviously, with this whole reason they got disqualified, the massive rumours that it's actually really going to hurt them for the last 2 races. Yeah,
and also I think there could be scrutiny on what's happened previously, because by all accounts there were some waivers were given, and if it goes down to the wire on points with Max behind a bit, I wouldn't.
Max will bully Lando, 100%.
Well, so let's say that the season finishes and Max is like 5 points behind. If you're Red Bull, I wouldn't be surprised if they challenge the legality.
So I learned with the massive court case going through at the moment. I learned with that they have 3 months to appeal
within the FIA
appeal a race. Mm-hmm. So Las Vegas last weekend, they'd have all the way up to February to appeal the result of that race. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. It's a 3-month window on it. But I think, it's a whole team project. You can have a fast car, you can have the best driver, but unless everything is working really well, you're not going to be anywhere.
Let's just finish off very quickly with actually the standings, okay? Because Lando's on 390 points, Oscar on 366, Verstappen also on 366. I forgot they were level.
No, it's mad.
Okay, so that's a 24-point gap, so it's less than a race victory.
Oh, sorry. Talking about the skid blocks, how about this? So they've had the skid blocks, they got disqualified. Next race go Qatar. It's a sprint event. They've got 1 practice.
They don't have enough time to work out.
Yeah. They've got 1 practice and they go straight into qualifying.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. See how much.
And they got it wrong in Vegas.
Because they lost the practice. They were the team who almost got disqualified at Brazil as well.
That's what I heard. But I think they should have been, but there was some leniency.
Oh, okay.
That's what I understand.
I thought they were legal, but like minuscule.
No, I was told that it's one of these things. Like I don't, But so whatever happened with Lando's pet, it seems almost farcical that by the end they're like back off. Like in a way, it's completely sensible because he had that gap. Yeah. You may as well just finish 2 seconds ahead. Mm-hmm. But it's also farcical that you can save it by then. But these are small margins. If he has to drive like well within the pace, McLaren might be really struggling.
I think they're going to really struggle
because the other cars are like they're at the end of their cycle. Like other cars are quick as well. Like
and that's what
Russell's quick.
Russell and Antonelli. How are they going to play into this? If the McLaren has to slow down because of this whole skid block thing, where are Russell and Antonelli going to come into it?
So if we look at Qatar, how does this website even work?
Yeah, what are you looking at?
Yeah, but how can I see the results?
You can't because it hasn't happened yet.
Oh yeah, so I'm just okay. So if we go to Las Vegas just to see the points, basically, because I always forget. So let's say Max wins in Qatar, and this is leaving out sprint. Let's say he picks up 25 points. Okay. He doesn't have Sonoda. He doesn't have Sonoda.
Fourth.
I think.
No. The math says that Lando has to finish fourth or worse in both the races, and Max has to.
But let's leave the maths. Let's think what we actually think. So let's say Max wins it.
Okay.
You know, are the Ferraris in a state where they can beat? Let's just say.
I think there's more chance of Hadjar's science issuing.
So Russell's looking really strong.
Russell and Antonelli's looking strong.
So and then to be fair, Charles is he's been pretty consistent. I think Charles this season.
I think he's been consistent. Yeah. But I would put more of a bet on the Red Bull Racing Bulls.
So I think there's a real chance that Lando could finish 5th, and he would lose 15 points.
Yeah, I mean Max, George, Kimi, so that would put him 4th.
Yeah.
Let's say Oscar eventually turns up, potentially. That could put Lando 5th.
Oh my God, McLaren might have to. So what happens in Qatar if Oscar's ahead of Lando on the last lap?
What happens? I presume once Oscar drops out the title contention, then
he won't drop out because.
Well, he could do if he outscores. If Max outscores him enough, he'll drop out of it.
Mad saying Verstappen's got a 1-week-old engine. Is that because he did the swap in Brazil? Was it? Brazil, yeah. So there's a lot that could happen here. There's an awful lot that could happen here.
That was all done via loopholes as well, wasn't it? Swap.
Yeah, but he did have to start from the back. He did have to start from the pits.
But to do an engine swap, you have to be able to present a reason why you've got to do it, and that was apparently done with some loopholes. Yuki still didn't get points, and there was 2 disqualifications.
I mean, this is huge for Yuki's. Yuki can become a cult hero forever. if Yuki finishes ahead of a McLaren, in the next 2 races of a sprint, and Max wins championship because of it, he has the freedom of the Netherlands for his life, right? It's a bit like Sergio Perez. I honestly think, like, when history comes around, I think Red Bull fans are going to love Sergio Perez for what he did in 21.
100%. The way he defended, and at points really did play the best wingman possible. It was ridiculous. Just talk about wingman. Sorry, I know you were talking about the stream. Who's going to be better at Cadillac? Number 2 Perez or number 2 Bottas?
Not bad for number 2 drivers.
Exactly. So I think who's going to be the number 2?
I think it's such an uninspiring lineup. It reminds you of Daniel Ricciardo coming back. I just like, I don't know. I've always rated Perez massively. Bottas has been so consistent. He's the perfect driver to have for them, really. But I've rated Perez ever since he was at Sauber. When he was at McLaren, I rated him for the season at McLaren even. So it's
a brave call.
Yeah, no, he's all on the tyres, and
on the tyres,
he's been insane.
Sure. Yeah.
And then to get that win in Bahrain, that basically saved his career. Was like insane. So, right, we're going to wrap it up there. Let us know how you've found this first live we've done covering the F1 news. Let us know if you want to see it again. Mad Cyril says Cadillac got serious infrastructure. They have been spending.
They've been testing the Ferrari.
They rented a Ferrari or something.
They've rented a Ferrari. They've been testing it, but it's more of a to get their system checks in place. But they have been, which I can't remember the year. It's an older Ferrari, but no red paint on it at all. Completely bare carbon fibre.
They've sent their stuff to Australia. Like, it's go time for them.
And I watched a little half-hour YouTube documentary when they did their first race reenactment.
The practice thing,
sim,
Yeah, thanks for joining Mad Cyril, Marie, Vlatka as well. Do leave a like if you want to see this again. just like a little test run. It's kind of fun. There's going to be news now. There's going to be news. I don't think we're going to have an off season.
No, with the new cars coming out, it's going to be just non-stop. You'll get Christmas week off, and that'll be it.
Someone will do someone singing on Christmas as well. So let us know if you want to see more of these. Fingers crossed with the Autosport thing, Sam, might get us some more access.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so I'll have to do a big campaign at some point to try and get some votes, because if we were to win that, I think it's going to open doors. Like we could do this anywhere. So, thanks, Vlatka. Let's coordinate it next time. We'll share it around. Marie says Max lives rent free in Lando Norris's head. Who would have ever thought he would get so far in the championship? If Antonelli and Max hadn't come together at
Max
Austria,
hadn't crashed into George.
Where?
Spain.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, he lost his head at Spain.
If he hadn't done that,
and that's exactly what George said. George was like, I don't know what he's doing because it's just hurting him in the championship. George Russell's a big protagonist in this championship.
Yeah. I think Mercedes could dictate who wins this title.
Yeah, but we got to end here. So thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Do leave a like on the stream, and we'll hopefully see you again in another one. See you then.